Come on, man. Welcome to the show, bro. Come on, every time, bro. So how you feeling, bro? Appreciate you coming,
Man,
stopping by.
man, absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity to come, get in front of some cameras and talk and speak and just tell my piece, my story a little bit. So,
Absolutely.
Grateful.
This ain't our first time either.
Nah,
we got to tap in at the Paramount and everything.
Yeah, we did.
So if you guys caught that episode, what was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was a little minute ago.
Yeah, a little minute ago. But if you caught that, hey, we're here to refresh you. So tapping in with my guy. It's been a lot. I'm sure, hey, we have a lot to talk about since then.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Just to get started, let the people know just a little bit about you, a little bit about yourself, where you're from. Just let the people know. You already know.
My name is Vic Daggs II. I'm named after my pops. I chose to keep my name.
Just like me.
Come on.
That's why I told you it was twins, bro.
Come on.
Trying to tell you. Really locked in, like, since the sandbox. You feel me?
No, for real. We got the same birthday, too. For real.
Trying to tell you.
But
twins in so many ways.
Come on. But man, my journey started, years ago. Just started making music, started with poetry. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Went to school out in Kent, Auburn also. But yeah, man, I grew up really disciplined with sports, and that's just kind of led me to different avenues. And then when I was able to kind of think for myself and what I wanted to do for myself and what I thought was a passion, that's when I kind of just jumped ship and kind of.
We can't just glaze over the sports aspect of life, because really, that's where we really locked in, bro. From C-TAC to playing against each other when I was at beach to everything, bro. You feel me? So, like, sports was a big part of our life. You feel me? Our pops had us out there training together a lot. So, like, explain just to the people just, I guess, that aspect of just how important sports is and just the things that sports brings, especially football, how that transferred into the music, and then just overall that transition. Like, when did the sports kind of slow down and then you're like, bet, let me pick up this pen, let me pick up this mic?
I think sports it's good because it's gonna build your character. It's gonna see who you are as a person. Even from a kid, it's like, you're running, you're doing wind sprints, you're getting hit. It's football, it's cold. Like, all of these aspects as a kid, it's like you don't really think about it until you're really adult. Like, dang, bro, I was out there freezing at 6, 7 years old, but I was having a blast. So it's like having that foresight of, like, knowing that you were putting yourself through that as a kid. It's like it really made a lot of things easier, just having that intention of moving into playing basketball when I stopped playing football, and then when I stopped playing basketball, moving over to the writing and poetry and just, like, the creative arts and the creative aspect of things like that. But I figured that out, I think, when I was like seventh grade. I knew I didn't want to play football anymore, and I wanted to play basketball. And then I think when I realized politics and what that was, as I
beyond the fun of the game.
As I got older in high school, I realized I want to do something that, like, I'm in control of the narrative. And it just came down to, like, a person could be spending however many hours in the gym, but if they're not able to showcase that on game day, no one knows. No one really knows.
Right.
So when I was able to transition into making music, and I took poetry, and then my poetry class was 6th period, and I would end up skipping that because she told me I was good. I was like, bet, like, I don't really need to be here too much. Get a couple lessons, tell me when the tests are. I would go to the studio, and that was just like my entrance into just rapping and the craftsmanship. I would walk around with a dictionary and just read and just, like, trying to be great.
Right.
Because that's what I learned from football, just, like, going hard.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. So, like, what was that like standout assignment or that first song that you recorded that's like, all right, bet, yeah, this is what I'm doing and I got something here?
This is a funny story. A girl tried to diss me.
Oh, not the diss track.
When I first like started making music, I'm like, oh, okay, bet, like, I'm just gonna
prove her wrong.
I'm gonna just prove you wrong for sure. So I dropped. This is like, SoundCloud days.
Come on.
But I think it had got a lot of spins that first day that it came out. And yeah, she was crying and things like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I know he got in trouble once you heard that.
Like, this might be his first time hearing it.
Oh man, see? Tell it on yourself.
He ain't getting in trouble.
Hey, statute of limitations, you all right.
Nah, literally though. But it wasn't one of those things. It was like, you know, ill will. It was like, oh, like you really don't think. It's like, you know, no one sees the potential
Right.
of you until you show them. And it's like, you know, it's that way for a long time. In life, in a lot of people's lives, it's like you gotta show and prove. You gotta do certain things to have people view you from like going from, oh, you're just an athlete to no, oh, you make music now. I'm recognized for making music now.
And speaking to that point, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So like after the diss track back, students heard it. You got your friends and whatnot. So like when did it like really start to register amongst like your peers or family, close friends that like, okay, bet. That speaking to exactly that, bro, is really an artist now. Or even for yourself, because it's like we had last episode, I talked to Mafia and he was saying like, okay, after a certain amount of years, like 5 or 6 years in, then he was really like, okay, bet I'm a rapper. This is what I do. This ain't just a hobby no more.
I don't think I ever thought of it as a hobby. I think that like accompanying music with life as a kid and just trying to do it full-fledged and then realizing like, oh, like dang, I have bills to pay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It comes with balance. But I think when I did the residency program and then I had bought some equipment and I recorded myself, that was when I was like in the aspect of like really tuned into the craft. So I would record myself. I would watch countless hours of videos of people engineering music, like literally. And then I would record music. I had my little Focusrite, my little Scarlett. I had my little mic. I think it was like a Bluebird little microphone. It was nothing crazy, bro. I spent about $300, but I mixed my own music and I put it out. And that was able to get me on a tour, the Vans Warped Tour, for 3 months, like out of high school at 19. So I was able to like travel the country for 90 days.
Right.
And gain culture and experience and just memories and understand the game, soaking up knowledge from people. And just like, again, back to the football days, like grinding, like I'm trying to go harder now that I'm seeing all of these things and I'm able to take it all in and embrace it. It's like, this is cool. This is what I really want to do forever.
Right.
You know? And it's like, that opened my eyes and opened doors to like being intentional with the craft, being intentional with the art. And yeah, that was really an eye opener when I came back and people like spoke to me a little different. Like, oh, you did this and that. But to me, everything is normal.
Right.
Everything is
living my life, bro.
Everything is normal.
Absolutely. And that's crazy, bro. You got to get out of my head, bro, because I was literally about to bring that up because I've been at the house. You feel me? I've seen the setup and all that, and I was just going to just speak to the aspect of, like, you're more than just like, okay, I'm showing up to the booth. I got my notes already together. It's the matter of, like, you've now adapted the niche to be able to engineer. You feel me? And then I've definitely seen you play a little instrument every now and again, you know? So just, like, what brought that aspect, especially like, you know, you brought on just the experience of like tours, seeing how other people move, like what clicked for you where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm an artist, but I need to add as far as just separation, because you feel me, like not every artist does that, but then it also sets you up to be a different type of chess piece, because it's like, okay, bet, let's say the music's not going right now, but then you can engineer, like you still, you're never counted out, like you have your hands in everything to where it's like, all right, some way, somehow, I'm gonna still be on the field.
I think for me, even now, it's like when you have a bunch of like resources, like say like a Hollywood film has $120 million, right?
Right.
They can do whatever they want to film it, but when your resources are limited, you have to think harder on how to capture the same thing and make it feel authentic, right? So for me, it was also about just like not wanting to do all of these things, but finding myself doing them. And then when I found myself doing them, I found that I like to do them. So I did it more. So it's like me engineering, I'm figuring out how to tweak and frequencies and all this other stuff with my voice. And I'm like, oh, like now I sound exactly how I sound in my head. That's cool. Right. And I can bring that and translate that to my engineer, who now makes me sound like even in better, enhanced version of what I sound like in my head. And I would have never gotten there if I didn't take the time to like be hands-on.
It's kind of like someone like bet with me, like I don't know how to necessarily draw, but like my creative brain, like the images that come in my head, whether it be for a flyer or whatever, just the flyer we cooked up, you feel me? Like, so it's kind of like that same thing where it's like now you're able to draw as well. So now you don't have to try to like explain in words or get someone else to understand what's going on exactly in your head.
And it makes it easy. It makes it easy to bring people things. Like I'm able to shoot a video and color grade it, and it's just a reference of what I want someone else to do with a better camera or whatever. It's just
a little more experience.
I want to, and then it's also like you said, like, you know, if you don't do music, you can engineer. If you don't engineer, you can do this. It's like I just always wanted to be able to bring value, and that started with me trying to bring value to myself.
No, that's the key thing, is to bring value, because it's like at the end of the day, we're all being used. The thing that you don't want is the fact of being useless. You feel me? You don't want that aspect. So it's like, just want to be able to play, because at the end of the day, everybody can't be the point guard.
Facts.
Like, someone got to rebound. Somebody got to, you feel me, shoot the three when we need it. So yeah, for sure.
And it's always about growth too. Like you want to like learn. Like I think that's what we're here to do, is learn and attain more skills.
And speaking of learning, let's talk about or transition into just the residency, Macklemore's residency, being under that wing and whatnot, and just that whole system and program. Like, one, how was that experience for you? What can you speak a little bit about it, just for some viewers or artists who are listening now that might be interested in the residency? Like, how was that?
It was a dope program. I mean, for me, I got to experience. For me, I think it was like the golden year, because it was like the early years. And it was just like a real community. You know, you get to choose between being a producer or being an artist. And if you're a producer, you get to work with whatever DAW you use to kind of make beats. And I was on the artist and writer side, so I was composing music and working on song structures and things like that. And then at the end, you guys come together and you get beats from the producer side, and the artist side, you come together and make a song, perform in front of family, friends, and all that. But the things that you learn in between are like real tools and assets. And a main thing that I learned there early on was just like presence, like stage presence, like owning a stage, and just like embodying the environment you're in when you're showcasing whatever it is you're doing. And there's a couple of things that I've taken from the residency, and I'm still very much tapped in, being alumni with them. But the main thing that I've learned is community growth, and they're always there to help. And for youth who are out there that want to be involved within music, in the field of music, whether it's production or writing, and you don't know if you want to do it or you don't, I mean, give it a try. They give you a stipend as well at the end, so you're able to use it to pay for equipment. That's the $300 I use literally to record myself.
Invest in yourself.
You know, invest in myself from a program that was also investing in me to become greater. So, yeah, man, the residency is a great program. I think they got their 10th anniversary show coming up on Thursday too. So you guys tap in.
Are you in it?
I'm not performing this year. I'm not performing this year. But shout out to all the people that will grace the stage.
Come on, absolutely. Shout out to you guys. And then just also on the residency, just talk about some of just the benefits as far as just the people you've been able to rub shoulders with, the leading into a placement with Macklemore, you feel me, just the different performances, whether it be bumper shoot, like, you know, just talk a little bit about that and like how that's been for you, just maybe how some of those things came about and just overall.
Just being in the residency opened doors, just with the aspect of all the people in that network that just do what I do. They just do music.
Right.
And coming from the sports field, it's like we know homies who do sports and they transition into something else, and like they're trying to find their new group that's on the same wavelength as, you know, because sometimes it becomes frustrating when you're like, I need I need the right people and
we be having those conversations,
bro, you know, like
yeah.
It's like I don't got them.
Right.
But with the residency, it's different, and like that coming about was able to just meet a lot of different people, and one person that I met through that was Macklemore. But that was very, very early on before we ever really rubbed shoulders. Like I remember, I think I freestyled, and he had just spoke about the game. But years later down the line, just keep being tapped in, doing alumni events and things like that. You know, we talk and we speak. And I ended up meeting his engineer, who is my engineer also now. Shout out Jordan. And he introduced me to a producer named Budo. And I have to bring that up because I have 2 projects with Budo, and that relationship was literally so through Jordan. And that's also how it comes full circle to me being on a Ben project, because Jordan, I'm working at his Bogey Boy store up in Cap Hill.
Yep.
Jordan texts me, you know, Jordan texts me like, here's a reference to yada, yada, yada. I'm like, oh, bet. He's like, yeah, me being who I am, I go to the crib and I record and I engineer and I send it that night.
Come on.
Bro, I sent like 3-4 versions because he has to pick one.
Right.
And if I would have sent one and he wouldn't have liked it, he wouldn't have picked none.
Right, just moved on, because it's like at that caliber, you got so much stuff
exactly. I seen different vocal tones and everything. It's like, bro, I'm going to do what I need to do.
Right.
Because I see the doors open. I'm like, oh, like, you know, is this really? Okay, bet.
Shoot or shoot.
You know, exactly. And then from that, it just kind of snowballed, and just, you know, the album coming out and just having a better relationship with him. Shout out the homie. And then keeping building with Budo. I think after that, we had just linked up and recorded a bunch of stuff when he was out here. He moved to LA now, but we made 2 projects in a course of a short period of time. I think it took longer for me to figure out what I wanted to go on which project. But that's kind of how it is with me and Budo. We just kind of make music really, really fast, and it's kind of organic, and it just happens quick, and it's like, okay, bet, let's load another one up.
Right.
But yeah, man, that just opened doors, and all that is from the residency, but I think a lot of it is also from me just like working and being consistent and like not stopping.
Right.
Like not stopping.
And just keeping yourself prepared, so when your number is called, you're ready. It's not a matter of like, oh, bet. All right, let me get my stuff real quick. I got you. It's
exactly.
like, nah,
it's
I've been
like
waiting for this. Bet.
No, literally, and that's what it was. It's like you waiting for something. It's like I already knew what the plan was on the ride home. Like, oh, I bet I'm about to go pull this track. I'm gonna throw a little this on it, and it's like boom, have it sent. One, I wanted to show urgency. Like urgency, I think is key in certain moments like that. Especially if they give you something like, can you sing this, or can you do this, or can you do this? And it's like they're giving you a template of something to do, and you don't do it in a timely manner. It's like to me, it's
a level of care.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like it's a level of care. It's like a level of like professionalism, and it's like a level of like, do you want it too? I think.
Yeah, and it kind of speaks for you without you being able to like, oh, hey, I sent you for explaining all that you did. It kind of already like provides that context and kind of
because they're waiting too.
Yeah, and kind of speaks for your character and what type of artist you are, like how you said, professionalism. So what they can expect like after this project and moving forward, they know that, hey, I can count on this person, because you see that led to you performing with him at Numos at a sold out crowd for that community show. Like that was dope. Like that was one of the craziest, like as far as like energy, frequency, like bro, him and how you guys did that, bro, and had just the crowd going, like that was something different to see. Because also Ben's not like not like, I'm not saying typical, but like our common what we listen to, he's not that. But for him to like still be from Seattle as well, and like have that impact, and just see how the culture rubbed off on him and how he applies that to his music, like he's dope.
He be performing. Your bro was on a motorcycle in Climate Pledge. He be going,
yeah, bro. Like, and we're gonna get to that as far as performancing, because bro, like you're not no slouch either when it comes to performing, and it's like you're talking about motorcycles. Like I can imagine, you feel me, what you cook up. But before we get there, I just want to talk about just like the overall evolution, like you feel me, of your career. Speaking from we're in poetry class, residency, You feel me? And then you went off, like, you've been doing your own thing as an independent artist. Like, just speak to just the growth and tell people, like, just how far you really have come.
I think I've come farther as a person, and I think that is more important.
Right.
I just want to say that first.
That's real, though, because it's like, that's what taking care of self is what allows you to be who you are as an artist.
Yeah, and I think if you don't grow as a person, you're not gonna grow in any other aspect. Like, that's just the way I view it. So me growing as a person, me learning, me seeking, has made me do the same and translate that to music, whether it's like reading, visuals. I think I'm just more into like how people express themselves. And I think as I get older, that's what the evolution is becoming. Like how does someone like evoke a certain emotion, or like how does someone like do something and make someone feel a certain way without saying anything but saying everything. It's like, how does someone do that? And I think for me, that's what my artistry has become more of as of recent. A lot of this is not out also. A lot of this is just like ideas that are brewing that are going to be coming in the near future. But I think that comes from me being a visual person and me also having systems for all the other things because I've taken time to do them.
Right.
So I don't have to worry about certain things anymore. And now I can like watch a movie and take in all of the visual aspects that I'm getting and see how that can cross over into shooting a video or shooting short form content. But the evolution of writing, like, you know, I used to write like 3 pages a day. 3 pages nonstop a day, but this was back in like high school.
Right.
And it's like, I did that for like maybe 2-3 months, and I became such a better writer that I didn't do it anymore. And then I wrote for 1 page, and then I saw the progression and I didn't do it anymore. And then I would write here and there, but I would always keep notes. I always keep tabs. I always keep thoughts. I always keep processes of what I'm doing. But now it's like I don't have to really write.
Right.
I can jot, but like I was saying, like I hear something. What am I feeling? What is the emotion that I'm feeling? That's gonna help me say what I want to say. Cause it's like if I hear something that's sad, I'm not gonna say I'm happy.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So like that's kind of where I'm at. That's the evolution of Vic and where I'm at right now. Like, how does that come across to someone? Like if a deaf person is watching something, they can be like, he's sad. It's like he is sad.
Right.
It's like how do you do that without word, without noise, without like, it's like, how do you do those types of things? So I think that's just where I'm at.
I heard you.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe your sound?
My sound, I think, is little time capsules of how Vic feels when he feels.
Come on.
You know, like,
yeah.
I think that's really what it is. It's like, cause it is me feeling what I'm feeling. Like, me hear a beat, how do I feel? I say what I feel. If I hear something turn, I might be more braggadocious or confident or suave. If I hear something more boom bap, I might be more lyrical, more concise. Mm-hmm. If I hear something more melodic, I might have, you know, different tones, different ad-libs, different cadences. It's like, it really just depends. But again, that also comes from like the writing so much that I know myself. I know who I am. So I know how to express different components in different chambers.
No, that's real, bro.
Of myself.
And a lot of people like, and that's like a luxury and a blessing, bro, because like a lot of people, it's a challenge to like figure that part out, to like learn yourself to that aspect, but also to be able to like provide those exercises to get to that point, bro.
Yeah. It takes time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes God.
Absolutely, bro. And then, hey, we haven't been here that long, so you've done a lot in a short amount of time. So I just want to commend you on that.
No, thank you.
But also just like, so we're from Seattle, bro. It's diverse as hell. Like, it's like a melting pot of just so many different, you feel me, flavor, and just like our culture's like, it's very unique. So how would you say that like influences your storytelling and just like overall creative direction?
Well, I think everyone's story is unique if you tell your story.
Right. And a lot of people out here aren't telling their story. You know, that's like, what's sick.
I just think that it goes to like the authenticity of like me, like you said, like I put in the work to know myself. So me telling stories, like there's only one way to tell it.
Right.
And it's like if someone who focuses more on being the consumer rather than the person that is outputting, it's like you're going to consume all these things, and what you output is what you consume. And it's like it's kind of not, I wouldn't say unoriginal, but it doesn't have the inspiration from the depths of you.
Right.
Like, you know, like you can tell when someone's like, oh man, he really put his thought into this, or like his mind and the intention. But I also think that just the state of music is everyone's experimenting, everyone is finding out ways to express themselves, and music can be therapeutic in ways where people may start here and end way up there, or start here or end here. But I think in between there is like the most important part.
Right.
Like how I've learned myself, and I've grown, and I seek, and I find value in different things outside of music. I think that's more important.
Absolutely, because it's like we're also like what makes us who we are too is just like the different things that we see and like we're exposed to. And so like speaking to that point and like staying on the topic of music, what are like some of like the artists, you feel me, that whether come before you or like actively doing it now, because sometimes we can still learn from our own peers, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's like helped you been able to like, all right, narrow down on exactly what we're talking about as far as who you are and telling your exact story.
I think the first person that I really listened to, that's my favorite rapper. I would listen to his album like every day in high school, was Nas, Illmatic. And it was because when you heard him rap and when you heard his story, like I felt like I was in Queensbridge. I felt like I was right there on the steps when he was talking about the steps. I felt like it's like, I think that aspect of just coming from there, it's like it's raw, and it's like it's detailed. I think people don't put enough detail into their life. It's like if you're an author and you're walking down the street, you're not gonna write Curtis walks down the street. I'm gonna try to give every single aspect. A leaf fell.
The dude was
the
yelling
sun was
down
shining.
the block.
He had on these color shoes. It was raining. It's like, because you're painting a picture. Because if you're reading words and it doesn't paint a picture, I think that there's something within that can help elevate it.
But it sounds like that embodies exactly what your last point, as far as your answer to the last question, as far as just like overall, like making it authentically you, but like telling that story without you saying it, like how you said, with the deaf person that can watch it and know you're still sad by just overall putting that detail.
Because music is universal language. So if you make something that is like universally, like everyone knows a hug, everyone knows a high five, everyone knows a thumbs up, everyone knows like certain gestures, like trying to like really think of how to incorporate that so your sound could be universal and it can be accepted everywhere is a challenge. But I think that it's also like where you should push the art.
Right. And speaking to just the attention and level of detail that you apply to your craft, bro, like from the visuals that you've been doing now, which I found out you've been, and just seen you, witness you doing it independently. But just some also projects I've been able to come in and do some music videos and whatnot. But then also being able to experience you as a fan in the crowd, like what clicked, or like what have you seen, or like, you feel me, even performing with Ben, like what clicked for you to like, all right, I need to add this, or like where it kind of gave you that separation factor when it comes to your craft, bro? Because you don't perform just like a normal artist. You know, most people come.
I appreciate
they
that.
like they just got their song in the bag. They heavy, put the mic to the crowd, or they're just letting the track go. But like you really give a performance and really physically show exactly what he's talking about now, as far as like, oh, bet I'm gonna show that I'm sad without saying it. You really do that, from the crowd engagement to the claps. Like, you know, like what went into that? Like what helped you get to that point?
I think just being comfortable with myself and being comfortable on stage. Like, I don't be nervous, bro.
I heard you.
Like, I literally I just interact. And then it's also like taking down a layer, because everyone, I guess not everyone, but what I've noticed is like most people view something that is like so cool, like as they can't do it, or like out of reach, or like you're not them, or like they're not you. It's like,
rather than a sign that it's actually attainable.
Yeah, exactly. So like me, like I'm just being myself, but it's also like I'm able to like really, really lock in. But it's because I love it. Right. It's because I love doing it. I love doing that aspect and performing. It's my favorite part. Like, I'll go to the gym and just play my set list, like, and work out. It's like I'm doing 2 workouts mentally and physically. It's like, and then when you're able to just go on stage, like you reach a certain level where it's just subconscious, like you're interacting and you're doing your thing because you work towards it, but you're also like having the most fun. Right. And I think that me, like, being engaged, being who I am as a person, but a lot of it is all the producers that I work with who are able to just captivate the sound that I'm trying to incorporate into the music industry and the music game. They make it easy for me to perform these songs because the 808 slapping, or the hi-hat, or this pocket or this pocket. And then on top of that, when I have the band, they make it even easier for me. The band goes because crazy. It's adding essence, and it's adding just another value of soul where I'm able to just really lose it. Right. You know?
No, you definitely go crazy, bro. And the band aspect is a nice touch because, it definitely ups the performance for sure. So, speaking of just performances, you feel me, from smaller venues to a cafe racer to a Numos to a bumper shoot, like what would you say thus far has been your favorite performance?
I really did enjoy bumper shoot.
That was lit. That's the one I'm really referring to, and all the stuff I'm talking about.
I really enjoyed bumper shoot, but Climate Pledge Arena, though.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah, it's different.
You can't beat that.
It's totally different.
You can't beat that.
It's just totally different. One, because it's grandiose, it's vast, it's everything a kid, like, every kid wants to do that who's in music. Like, I would love to perform at a stadium. It's like having the opportunity, being blessed with that, to share that stage with all the dope artists that was able to come across before Ben. It's like, oh man, like, yeah.
Come on.
No nerves. It's just like I'm ready to go. And then seeing the reaction, and then hopping off stage, it's like people were able to engage and like ask for photos and this and that, and it's like, oh, like however much time you had, you made it the most. You made the most of it. You made the most of it.
Mm-hmm. So we almost done here. So I just wanted, just a couple little questions. Who in the city or even nationally would you like to work with that you haven't already?
Reggie. I like Reggie's music. I don't know if you heard of Reggie.
I haven't. Put me on, bro.
Yeah, I gotta put you on to Reggie.
Yeah, for sure.
Reggie.
Is he from here?
Nah, he's not from here. I don't know where Reggie's from. I gotta do my research. But Reggie's like a little gem. Like he'll drop a little sneaky one and then be gone for a little, but then drop.
He's on his Rimble,
bro. He's not even on his Rimble. He's almost.
Rimble would drop a couple bangers and get further and then drop a music video with him not in it, talking about where's Rimble.
And I really like Reggie's music because he also incorporates what I'm saying, like what I'm talking about, like the feeling of it, the feeling. If there wasn't no soundtrack and he just had like a visual playing, you'd be like, I get it. Right. I get it. Heard you. But I think that's someone I would like to work with. And I came to this decision actually last night watching the video, I was like, I'd like to do a song with bro, because he captivates a certain frequency that I think he's putting out into the world that is good.
I heard you. And then just like outside of music, like we talked about poetry and whatnot, like what are some of the other things that like interest you, that fuels you like creatively?
My clothing brand, Victory. So that's another thing that fuels me, that I'm really just trying to get out to the public sooner than later, and working on the systems. And there's a website, victory.club. You can go on it now. You can buy merch. It's all there for you. But just trying to really make something that can stand the test of time while also scaling time itself. So in order to do that, you got to be thinking a lot of different ways. But I think right now, for the phase that I'm at with Victory, it's everything that it needs to be, and I couldn't be more happy with just putting out another tentacle of Vic Daggs II that's able to help someone at least stay warm.
Good. Whoa. So what's next for you, bro?
Oh man, I'm not even a person who's like, what's next? I think I'm more of a present person, because I think I have to attack the day, bro. Like, I be like antsy, like I be like, it's almost like in between frustration and you got to get something done, and procrastination. It's like all of those things. So what's next is going to the crib, editing some videos, mood boarding a project, another capsule and collection for Victory as far as clothing, just more dynamic things, like more things that are going to bring me happiness, but also things that I'm just like really hands-on with, that are coming out faster because I'm more intentional and I have systems that I put in place. But yeah, music, videos, clothing, and whatever else God decides to bless me with.
I'm not mad at it, brother. I'm not mad at it. So before we get out of here, what we like to do with our guests, we like to have like a little game that we play. It's like a little rapid fire questions. So I got a list of 10. It's going to be like 1 to maybe 3 words at most.
Okay.
All right, bet. So right now, favorite Seattle food spot?
Ruth Chris.
Ooh, I just had that last night. Whew. Smacking. Heard you. What you ordered from there?
Bro, they got some crazy. Do they still got the scallop potatoes?
I wouldn't doubt it. I went with the little salad with the crispy onions.
He said
you got
it.
He got it. Oh, okay, heard you. I had a chicken sandwich, bro. I don't know what they put on it, but busting. All right.
Bro, the scallop potatoes was crazy for no reason.
Nah, I feel you. You can't go wrong with those.
Not for real.
All right, bet. Bars or melodies, which one do you lean on first?
I can do both at the same time.
Oh, well, that answers that. 3 words that describe your vibe on a good day.
Say that one more time. 3 words
that describes your vibe on a good day.
God is good.
Come on. That's 3 of them. Dream stage or festival to perform at?
Ooh. I want to perform. This is going to be more than 3 words, but I want to perform at a Coliseum. Like a real stone Coliseum.
That's different. I haven't heard nobody say that. Heard you. Dang, I'm interested on how that's going to work out. Heard you. All right, bet. That's hard. What's your go-to studio snack or drink?
I be out in LA, bro. Like, everybody likes salsa and chips.
That's what you bring to the studio?
No, I don't.
Oh.
but that's often, it's always there. There's always salsa and chips, and
you're not going to say no.
I'm not going to say no.
Heard you. All right, if you weren't making music, what would you be doing?
Making beats.
All right, I'll let that one slide. All right, favorite album of all time, no skips.
Oh, Illmatic.
Yeah,
that's no skips.
Come on. early evening or like late morning studio sessions? Are you
Dang,
like,
the early evening's gonna roll into that though.
Come on, true.
Yeah, we're gonna double up.
All right, bet. Void or Eye of the Storm?
I love both of them for different reasons. Eye of the Storm was made in 2 days with Elon. So it's a different level of just intimacy and just getting ideas out rapid fire.
Right.
And putting a bow on it and just giving it to the world and the universe. Void. I love Void. I think I would choose Void because there's visual components also. There's more things that we shot that kind of help create a little world, and you were there also for some of that too. And I perform a lot of the songs too at shows. So I would go Void.
Okay.
But I love Eye of the Storm.
Right. You guys come on. All right, last one. What song of yours would you choose for a first-time listener to start with?
God, that's tough. I'm so biased. It really just has to be how you feel. Like, where are they from?
Let's say they're from Yakima.
Yakima? I seen a No Jumper interview with somebody from Yakima or Spokane talking spicy. Swear, like it get down out there. Ooh-wee.
So what would you? All right, bet. Do like, I'm trying to think something like, do Ellensburg. It's a college student straight from Central. They just came to Seattle for the summer. They ran into
party?
you.
They got a party.
Yeah, they're coming from Central.
Throw Blackout at them.
Okay. Heard you.
Yeah.
Blackout.
We'll do that.
All right.
Keep it easy. And they got a visual component. They could work it.
Heard you.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Heard you. Well, bro, I appreciate you joining us. You feel me?
I appreciate you.
Another episode of Artist Corner, bro, and it was definitely a good one. Definitely enjoying the conversation, but before we get out of here, I'm gonna have you look at that camera right there. Let the people know where they can keep up with you. They can get your music, merch. Definitely tell them that website one more time.
Bet. Victory.club, not com. Victory.club. It's unique. You can't miss it, truly. And you can find me and all my music on all streaming platforms. Vic Daggs II. It's VICDAGGSII, as in the second Roman numerals. Peace.
Heard you.